So yeah, I just like thoroughly enjoyed Acotar. I was gasping the whole way through. Like just a little plot twist. I didn't even predict the plot twist. Uh, because I was just like so enwrapped with the enemies to lovers tension and passion. So then when the twist happened, I was like, what? What in the world? Like I literally just had to like I had to pause and stop reading for a minute because I was just like, there's too much going on. And the way that she had me blushing for Tam, I was like, I was scene where he comes back from he came back from the mating scene, and he was like, I smelled you, because she wasn't supposed to leave the house. She was ordered to stay in, but she escaped. And so she was at the festival, and then she left, but he never saw her. So when the mating ritual was beginning, he told her like, I was looking for you, I smelled you. And that's when it got spicy. That's when I was like, it's like, what? I love that part. Like, and then the kisses on the neck, I was just like, so spicy. So Tamlin really had me. You know, it was very like enemies to lovers, and then he was kind of just like, you know, like eat Feyre, because it was a myth that humans shouldn't eat the Fae's, you know, offerings or food because it might be poisonous. But he was like, no, it's not poisonous, eat or you're going to just starve to death. And he just kept saying, pretty much like, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, basically. And like, I'm not trying to do anything to you, basically, but you can keep thinking that I am. I love that. He was like, I'm not gonna beg you, but like, please just eat. And like, I love the part when he like used his magic to like shackle her down. She was trying to get up, but she couldn't because he used this magical force to weigh her to the chair, and she couldn't get up. It was like, oh my gosh, until she ate. So yeah, I love that like Tamlin would protect her. I love that scene where he took her to this like magical river, and when he was also like, can you hear that? And he gave her like a taste of his magic so she can kind of have the heightened senses. That's what I'm saying. Like, fantasy romance is like top tier, baby. It is top tier. Like, human, regular, real life romance will never touch fantasy romance. It just never will. That's why I love like vampire romances so much, because you just have like that heightened sense. It's like fantasy romance really does it for me, because obviously they have like that extra strength. They can like read minds. Alright, sand. But like, come on now, it's just like so cool. It's much more intense, so much more passionate with magic, so, and heightened senses. So yeah, when he was finally like kissing her on the neck, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, spicy. Because all throughout the book I was okay, like, where's the spice? You guys kept saying like this book was spicy, and I'm like, I'm not getting any spice. But when we got to that page, I took a picture, so I will put the page number somewhere. I can't think of it on the top of my head. But when I got to the part where he came home from his mating ritual, and like, I would have been gentle with you, and he started like kissing her neck, I was like, come through, Tamlin, come through. It was like really just like a slow burn, and like tension building, and also enemies to lovers. I was here for it. But then we meet Rysand or Rysand. Let me know how you pronounce his name. I've been pronouncing it Rysand. I think it sounds hotter that way. Yeah, I think Rysand is way hotter than Rysand. So we're gonna stick with Rysand. And that's my man's. That's my man's. I love like their first encounter. Like he just gave her a little sprinkle. He didn't like give like a full-on introduction, you know. He was like, we'll meet again, pretty much type of vibes, and I was here for it. Gave a little mystery, which is very fitting for the night court, High Lord of the Night Court. So yeah, I love that. And then when he reappears again, oh my gosh, when he made Tamlin and Lucian kneel down to him in order to like protect Feyre, I was like, now this is the real enemies to lovers. This is the real villain right here. So you guys know I love the villains. So I immediately was swooning over Rysand. Like as soon as he was able to make Tamlin and Lucian bow down to them, kneel down to them, get on their knees, I was like, what? OMG. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. So yeah, I think his powers are really cool. I love that he can read minds. I think that's so cool. And he's through any little crack in the door because he's like a shadow. Top tier. To Tamlin, I really love Tamlin and Lucian's bond, as well as the banter with Lucian and Feyre. I just love Lucian. Like, if I could rank the guys in the book, it would definitely be Rysand, Lucian, and then Tamlin, because Lucian was my main man, and I just, the torture he has been going throughout the story and about him just makes my heart break. His family doesn't love him, you know, his brothers want to kill him. I want Lucian to have a happy ending because I love him so much. I really do. I love sarcastic, snarky characters. Definitely like guy characters that aren't the love interest. Top tier. So I wish everything good for Lucian, and she literally scared me to death. I was like, please do not kill off Lucian, because honestly I won't be able to do it because I love Lucian so much. It was such a thrill to read his parts, I just love him as a character. He's my baby. So I was like, do not do this. So I really felt it so terrifying during that one scene where it was I think that was the second task. I was screaming. My heart was pounding because I was just like, don't do this to me. So, but yeah, Rysand over Tamlin the whole way through. He could read minds. He has like violet eyes. Come on now, the violet eyes. But then Tamlin has leafy green eyes. It's like the competition between them two. If I was Feyre, I wouldn't be able to make it. I'm gonna be like, how are y'all all so attractive? Which she was kept saying. Man. Yeah. But Ryzen is just his suaveness. The paint scene where he was like, yeah, that way I know who else touched you besides me. Being with her, he still respects her. Amazing. He said, I still have morals. I'm not gonna sink that low. And I love that for him. He has morals. He never did anything. He never crossed the line, which I love. Yeah, so but the paint part had me. The part where she was like looking through his fireplace or something had me. He showed her his like wings. I was like, time out. Not a bat. Ooh. That had me. I was so happy when I was so happy when he was a bat. I was like, I would have guessed that power. I loved it. I will heal you if you spend a week every month with me, or like 2 weeks every month with me. I think it was a week every month with him. And I was like, you better fix her. He healed her. I was like, gosh. Yeah, but I love dynamic characters, and he's definitely one. So, just blushing over rice sand. But I like Tamlin too. Like from the start, Tamlin had a good initial, like making my heart flutter. Like, yeah. But rice sand has the riz. I'm just telling you. Like, the all black, the violet eyes. It's just everything. Let me know like what team you are on so far based off of book 1. Are you team Tamlin or are you team rice sand? Or do you think Feyre should give it Lucian? I love Lucian, but I would never ship Feyre and Lucian together. I don't know, that would just ruin what they have going on. And plus, like I said, I think that would be breaking bro code, since he's Tamlin's like best friend. So, but let me know who you ship Feyre with based on book 1. I ship her with rice sand, obviously.